Hi, welcome to our channel Let's Master CS. Today we will discuss about time complexity analysis of binary search and linear search. If you are new to our channel, then please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for latest updates. Before starting, I would strongly recommend you to watch our previous videos on binary search and linear search algorithm and their implementations. I will leave the link in the description below. Let's get started. Time complexity is a very vital phenomenon of any algorithm. This particular phenomenon helps us to identify the efficiency of the algorithm and how fast the algorithm will work under what circumstances. To start with, the time complexity analysis of binary search algorithm. The binary search algorithm has two major time complexities. One is order of 1 and one is order of log n. The order of log n is the average case time complexity and the worst case time complexity, whereas best case time complexity is order of 1. Suppose this is a given set of array. We know in case of binary search, the array must be in sorted order and the element to be searched is 11. Now what we need to do? We need to divide the array into two halves and we have to look for 11. If you go through our previous video on binary search, then you will find out how we will be searching for the value 11. I am not wasting our time describing the same things. Let us understand. If you search for the value 11, then you will find it after 3 iterations. So total 3 iterations are required to find the value 11 in this particular given set of array. Now let's see some assumptions. The k is the total number of iterations required to find the value. N is the total length of the array, in this case which is represented by 13, since 13 is the total number of elements we have in this particular example. As the binary search divides the length into half, so after first iteration or after each iteration, the length of the array becomes half of the existing length. So at iteration k value equals to 1, the array length would be n, that is the first initial state. Then at iteration 2, the array length will become n by 2. At iteration 3, the array length will become n by 2 divided by 2, which represented by n by 2 square. As we have found the value in third iteration in this particular example, not necessarily that we will be finding the value in the third iteration only. So if the value of k goes on, then the array length would be n by 2 to the power k. Now after the kth division of the array, the length becomes 1. So we can say that the array length would be n by 2 to the power k, which is the array length after kth iteration is 1. So that means n by 2 to the power k equals to 1, which can easily implies that n equals to the power k. Then if we apply log function, that is log base 2, on both the sides, then we have log base 2n equals to log base 2 to the power k, which implies log base 2n equals to k multiplied by log base 2 2. Since log base 2 equals to 1 as per the basic logarithmic function formula, we can say k multiplied by 1 resulting into k. So k equals to log base 2n. If k becomes our time complexity, then the time complexity finally becomes the order of log base 2n, which is represented as always log of n. So that is our average time complexity in case of a binary search. The time complexity of linear search is always order of n. Why order of n? Because if in the given set of array I want to search for the value 11, since the 11 is found at the fourth location, that means from 0 to 4 I have to have total 5 comparisons, then only I will be getting the value 11. If there does not exist any value which is same as the element to be searched, then we have to start from the 0th position and we have to go till n minus 1 position, and we have to compare with every piece of value, which will result into the same number of comparisons as the total number of elements. So that's why it is represented as order of n. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel.